Fonga ola fia ashe ashe. Jambo, salut, welcome today. If you find yourself here, you probably ask yourself, what is Kwanzaa? How do they celebrate Kwanzaa? Why do they even celebrate Kwanzaa? And when do they celebrate Kwanzaa? That's probably why you find yourself here by making that research. If that's not the case, there's a reason for you to be here. No matter what, you are here, and I want to thank you for being here. But before we start, I need to make sure that you can hear me clearly. Why? Because I primarily speak French. So if you do hear me without no problem, if you do understand my accent, please click on that like button so I will know and I can adjust myself. If not, I will know that we are actually communicating, or not just me talking to you, but actually we are communicating and we understand each other. So, Kwanzaa. What is Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa is actually an holiday, a cultural holiday, compared versus the religious holiday that is coming up or that we have at the end of every year in December. No, Kwanzaa is actually a cultural holiday launched or started by Dr. I have my note here, of course, by Dr. Malinga Koringa in 1966. And why did he come up with that idea? He thought that African American being removed for so many years from the continent, from motherland, he thought that we could find ourselves, like we could belong to something, we could feel ourselves to a love or to something that we find that we cherish. And so he came up with Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa being a cultural holiday, actually celebrated before Christmas, before the religious celebration or the end of the year celebration of Christmas. Kwanzaa is being celebrated on starting on the 26th of December, going so for 7 days. And also, I want to continue by saying that who actually can celebrate Kwanzaa. I want to put it out there that Kwanzaa is not just something for Africans or for African Americans, but it actually goes for everybody that finds himself into the principle, into the objectives, into what Kwanzaa stands for, actually can celebrate Kwanzaa. I'm coming from Cameroon, from Africa, and back home I was actually celebrating Kwanzaa without even knowing it. But until when I came to America, I want to give thanks, I want to give praise, and I want to give grace to God, because He actually introduced me. He made me discover this group, this Sankofa group, where I'm from here in the U.S. in Dover, Delaware. I was with I was with this group of Sankofa, group that actually got me to understand much better what is Kwanzaa. And I give thanks to Baba Ruben and also Baba Mike, especially from Denise, also Baba Adil. These men who introduced me to the Kwanzaa celebration, to this through this Sankofa unity, this Sankofa love, and through that I came to learn, I came to know what Kwanzaa is, what it stands for, and then how, when, and why it's being celebrated. Like I said, it's being celebrated after Christmas, starting on the 26th of December, going for 7 days. It goes from the 26th all the way to the 1st of January, but it's for 7 days. It's a 7 days celebration. And like I said, it is not a cultural, it's not a religious celebration, but instead a cultural celebration. And how is Kwanzaa being celebrated? There's two things that I actually noted here that I want to share with you. The candle, we actually use candles to celebrate Kwanzaa, and using candle is being called the kinora. The kinora candle is a setup, like you actually watch. You probably saw you probably saw as a picture at the introduction. Those that setup of candle is actually a set of 7 candle. The 3 red candle, 1 black candle, and 3 green candle. The red candle actually denotes or represents the hard work, the struggle, blood or labor. So it represents actually what strength it is. The black one represent the origin, represent African, represent motherland, and the green candles represent earth, represent the nature, earth, prosperity. And that's why, because it's also related to the end of the year event, it goes by harvest. It's an harvest celebration, harvest celebration or Thanksgiving kind of, but it's more harvest. It's more a way to show that actually we went through the entire year, but we are coming up with a new year, and this is our first fruit. This is our first upcoming. This is our first harvest. So Kwanzaa, like I said, stand for first fruits, first harvests of the year. Coming into the new year, that is what we are standing for. These are the principles. This is how we understand our year, like the dedication, the engagement, what we are going to stand for. And that was the candle setup. And beside the candle, I also mentioned some principle. We're going with 7 principle called the Ongoza Saba. Ongoza Saba are the 7 principle of Kwanzaa. The first one being the Umoja, which stands for unity. The second one is Kujichagulia, which stands for self-determination. The third one is Ujima, which is collective or teamwork. The fourth one is Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics. The fifth one is Nia, which stands for purpose. The sixth one is Kuimba, which stands for creativity. And the seventh one is Imani, which stands for faith. I'm not going to go into detail to explain what those principles means individually. You can apply it to your life. You can apply it to your work, to your family, to your environment. Like I said, it's not just about African or African American or African from Africa. No, it could be applied to anybody which understand life, which actually can say thank you, which can value life. This is what Kwanzaa stands for. So I'm so glad today to have made this video, to have come to share with you what I've learned. I never knew what it was until somebody asked me, what is that event that you did? And I said, oh, good question. Let me find out and let me share. Since I share with a friend of mine, I decided to share with you. And I want to thank you for listening. And this is actually what the Sankofa group that I drum with. This is how they sound. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, Otep.